Alright guys, I'm back with my review of this week's Ring of Honor TV show for April 6th, 2013. And they're still having some streaming issues with the pay-per-view. I went to watch the replay, I heard it was up and everything was working, and the main event is still screwed up. I have no idea what happened. It kept buffering and it wouldn't load certain parts. I kept trying to skip around. And it really does just cut to Jay Briscoe as champion. It doesn't show how he became champion. He just won. Last thing I saw was Jay Briscoe clothesline Steen, and then it cuts to him holding the title and streamers. So, I don't know. But whatever they're saying about the replay being fixed, it's not. So, I don't know. On to the TV show, Mike Sydal and Adam Page versus Tadarius Thomas and ACH. ACH hits the Big Bang Attack DDT on Sydal. Tadarius and ACH get the win. Not a bad match here. It looked like Adam Page may have been injured in this match. He took a bump over the top rope and you could hear him scream. And then he was holding his wrist. So I don't really know what happened, but I'm pretty sure he broke his wrist or something. Veda Scott is trying to interview Mischief. And Truth Martini shows up and asks Mischief to become a hoopla hottie. And she refuses, so Scarlett says, well, she wasn't hot enough anyway. And then Truth Martini says, well, you're the fourth person in this women's match later. So Scarlett gets freaked out and she acts like she's crying, and then Truth Martini tastes her tears. It's just madness. So we get the women's match, which is Scarlett Bordeaux versus Bordeaux, however you say that, versus Athena versus Cherry Bomb versus Mischief. This match here, it was pretty crazy, but I was entertained by it. I have to say, I thought these women did a great job in the match. We've seen Mischief before, we've seen Athena before. I really like Athena, I'm glad they brought her back. Cherry Bomb I saw at CZW's Cage of Death. She didn't wrestle or anything, but she looked great. And Scarlett, I didn't know she was a wrestler. I, honest to God, thought she was a stripper they hired to be Truth Martini's hoopla hottie. I had no idea she was actually a wrestler. But in this match, she doesn't really wrestle. She just tries to survive the match. But Athena, Mischief, and Cherry Bomb hit a Tower of Doom spot. Scarlett runs in and tries to pin all the women. And they all kick out, so Mischief goes after Scarlett, and Athena hits the O-face on Cherry for the win. Afterwards, Veda Scott tries to interview Mischief about finally losing a match since returning to Ring of Honor, and she spits green mist in Veda's face. So I guess they're going to build up to a Veda Scott versus Mischief match. But the whole thing was just... It was really a crazy match, including the wrap-up after the match. So it was definitely out there and kind of different for Ring of Honor, but I still enjoyed it. I thought it was entertaining, and I'm enjoying the women's matches. I hope they continue to do these. reDRagon promo on Forever Hooligans. Pepper Parks versus Roderick Strong. Not really a bad match. I just wasn't really into this. It didn't do anything for me. Roderick makes Pepper tap to the stronghold. We get the Forever Hooligans versus reDRagon. Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards are on commentary. And the Hooligans act like they're going to fight each other, but they end up hugging it out. And Rocky Romero reminds me of a Santino that can actually wrestle. That's the first thing that comes to mind when I see this guy. Kozlov does this bit where he puts his Russian hat back on, and he starts doing this dance and kicking Bobby Fish. The Hooligans hit a Doomsday Device with a knee instead of a clothesline, but O'Reilly breaks it up. And reDRagon hits Chasing the Dragon, the kick to the head brainbuster combo for the win. This was a great match here. I would like to see them bring the Forever Hooligans in more often, but a really good match and a great way to end the show. The tag match got a lot of time. So I really enjoyed this week's episode. And I have to say, 4 matches on a 1-hour show. I think it was 2 weeks ago TNA had 3 matches on a 2-hour show. And then last week they had 4 matches on a 2-hour show. Ring of Honor did 4 matches on a 1-hour show, and the tag match got a lot of time. I mean, I really like this episode, so that's pretty much it. Hopefully the issues with the streaming thing get resolved, because I would like to see the main event. It really sucks that the streaming kind of got screwed up when Jay Briscoe finally wins the title, but hopefully they can get this whole thing fixed and straightened out. So anyways, that's my review of this week's episode of the TV show. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on this week's show in the comments, and thanks for watching.